Not loud, not explosive, just a serve that ends a slam final. This is Elena Rybakina's tennis. The women's game lives on a knife's edge. A single break, a swinging net cord, a moment of hesitation can cost a grand slam. Some champions roar through adversity. Rybakina doesn't roar at all. She erases it. And what she's built, across surfaces, eras, and slams, challenges one of the sport's deepest assumptions, that emotion decides outcomes. Here's the twist. For Rybakina, calm isn't absence. Calm is control. And that control has shaped 3 defining finals across 3 years. You think you know Rybakina, but this story isn't really about trophies. It's about what her journey reveals about greatness in modern tennis. Not spectacle, not theatrics, not intimidation. Just precision, under pressure. That's the hidden edge. Elena Rybakina wasn't born into flashes, cameras, or instant headlines. She was born on June 17th, 1999, in Moscow. Tall, athletic, quietly observant. A child with restless energy and unusual focus. Her parents, Andrei and Yekaterina Rybakina, weren't tennis royalty. They weren't part of an elite system. They were simply parents who believed their daughters deserved opportunity. Before tennis, Elena tried everything. Gymnastics first, ice skating next. Both beautiful, both ending the same way. Too tall. That verdict could have closed doors. Instead, it redirected her path. Her father, Andrei, a former volleyball player, noticed something in her movement. The coordination, the balance, the calm. At 6 years old, he brought her to a tennis court. Not to chase trophies, just to keep her active. She didn't just stay. She found purpose. Training at Moscow's Spartak and Dynamo clubs, Elena lived a double life. School during the day, court work at night. No entourage, no private academy, just repetition, just discipline. Her parents didn't surround her with experts. They surrounded her with stability. Her father introduced her to the game. Her mother, Ekaterina, became her emotional anchor. The quiet reassurance behind the composure the world would later misread as detachment. That structure hardened into discipline. And in 2018, at just 19, that discipline faced its first real test. Russia said no. Kazakhstan said yes. Financial support, stability. A chance to compete instead of merely survive. Elena accepted. Not for glamour, but because talent without opportunity disappears. Her parents stood beside her. This wasn't a star born into privilege. It was a player forged through balance. Schoolbooks and serve targets, emotional restraint, and rising expectation. On court, she didn't need theatrics. She had tools. A serve that turned defenders into spectators. Groundstrokes that cut through rhythm like a blade. And an uncanny ability to make pressure feel routine. Wimbledon 2022, the arrival. Center court, grass beneath her feet. History pressing from every angle. Across the net stood Ons Jabeur. Creativity, disguise, variation. A Wimbledon final is a psychological maze. One misread moment can tilt everything. But Rybakina never chased the occasion. She imposed structure. Her serve stayed heavy. Her ground strokes stayed flat. Her decisions stayed simple. When Jabeur searched for angles, Rybakina answered with depth. When the crowd leaned, she didn't. Final score, 6-4, 3-6, 6-3. No theatrics, no emotional outpouring, just quiet execution on the biggest grass stage in the sport. A Wimbledon champion at 23. Not a surprise, a signal. Australian Open Women's Final 2023. The lesson. Melbourne. Rod Laver Arena. Night session. Rybakina versus Aryna Sabalenka. Two power players, two different kinds of pressure. The opening exchanges were tight, margins thin, returns sharpened. Rybakina's serve held firm, but Sabalenka stayed relentlessly aggressive, stepping inside the baseline, taking risks, breaking at the moments that mattered most. The scoreboard told a cold story. Sabalenka, 6-3, 6-2. No chaos, no controversy, just efficiency. And for the first time on a slam final stage, Rybakina felt the cost of restraint. That loss wasn't a failure, it was instruction. A truth revealed under lights. Power alone isn't enough. To win consistently, it must be paired with tactical courage. She absorbed it. 2026 Australian Open. Culmination. Back to Melbourne. Rod Laver Arena. Night session. A rematch 3 years in the making. Sabalenka had taken this crown before. The memory lingered. From the first game, tension was unmistakable. Rybakina claimed the opening set 6-4, using serve precision to dictate points and keep rallies short. Sabalenka responded like a world number one should, raising pace, forcing errors, taking the second set 4-6. Momentum shifted. Then came the moment that defines champions. Third set. Sabalenka surges to a 3-love lead, the kind of advantage that ends finals. Rybakina didn't blink. She steadied herself, held serve with an ace, then broke back. One game, then another. 5 straight games. Serving at 81% when it mattered most, choosing aggression without panic, clarity without emotion. At 5-4, championship point, she went to the weapon that carried her here, an ace down the tee. 6-4, 4-6, 6-4. Elena Rybakina, Australian Open champion. No explosion, no collapse. Just calm converted into precision. A small fist pump. The Daphne Ackhurst Memorial Cup raised. Quiet. Seismic. This wasn't just victory, it was redemption. A champion who learned, adapted, and returned stronger, and far more dangerous. So how many slams will Elena Rybakina win by the end of her career? Because quiet dominance is a force the tennis world has only just begun to understand. And if you want more cinematic deep dives into the moments that actually define tennis history, click the next documentary on your screen.